Back in October of 2024, this court ordered the defendant to serve a period of prison. The defendant then filed a motion for judicial release. On May 7th of this year, the state filed a response objecting to granting that motion on May 15th. The victims in this case have been notified. Some of them are here today, and the state is prepared to proceed at this time.
Mr. Matthews.
Thank you, Your Honor. We did file our motion on May 7th. Ms. Cochran has been in prison approximately 7 months and had 108 days of jail time credit prior to that. While she has been in prison, she has earned a number of certificates, all of which I'm sure were included in the records that were sent to you. So she has not sat idly by and done nothing while she was there. She does have a place to go. She indicates that she will be residing with her mother. Her mother does currently have her children, so she would be reunited with them also, which is very important to Ms. Cochran. She is hoping that the court will grant this motion and consider that any additional programming, be it mental health services, drug and alcohol services, be provided on an outpatient basis so that she may return home to her family, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Cochran, what do you want to tell me to consider in this, for this motion for judicial release?
I want to say that I apologize for everything that has happened, but I've also worked really hard, and I was hoping that I could go home to my kids, and that way I can be a part of their lives, and it also helps me, it'll help me pay back everybody that I owe. It'll help me pay court costs, court fines, and I can get help on the outside, like if I were getting help on the inside of prison. So I'm hoping that you could be able to help me get home, and I could do what I'm supposed to do to make better choices.
Well, in order to do what you're supposed to do and to make better choices, you need the appropriate treatment and services that will guide you in that direction, right?
Yes.
What did you do when you were in prison?
I was a porter. I also was in, and I got over 20 certificates. I was in peer support. I taught a class. I did quite a bit working with other inmates. That's basically everything I've done while being there. And I was in the process of being NA and AA before I got pulled out of prison.
All right, how many days has she been in here since she got back, Kaylee?
In our Lake County jail, or since the day
Jail,
I said
jail,
it was
no,
242?
since she got back from prison.
Give me 1 second. Your Honor.
Okay. Were you going to Crossroads before you got involved in all this crap?
Yes.
How long had you been going there?
I've been in Crossroads for about 5 years, and I was at Signature Health for more than 5 years. So I've been getting help since I was about 12. I also saw a psychiatrist and a therapist.
At Crossroads?
Yes, at both Signature Health and Crossroads.
All right, I've gone back and looked at the pre-sentence report, the psych evaluation, the victim impact statements, and I'm going to grant your motion for judicial release. I'm going to place you on community control for 5 years.
Okay.
You're going to serve 36 days in the jail with credit for 6. You're going to go to the NeoCap program. You're going to complete that program and follow all recommendations. They will provide some drug and alcohol services there, but you're to follow up with drug and alcohol treatment after you get out. You're also going to follow up with your mental health provider, whether it be Crossroads or Signature, once you get out. And you're going to follow the recommendations of both of those service providers. You're to have no drugs or alcohol beyond prescription drugs which you are prescribed by your provider. You're to go to only one doctor and one dentist and one pharmacy for any medication, prescription medication. You're to take your medication as is prescribed. You're going to sign releases so probation can get all your records. You, at the appropriate time, obtain and maintain full employment. You're going to pay restitution as previously ordered in the sentencing entry. And you're going to attend at least 3 NA or AA meetings a week, get a sponsor, and pay the costs and supervision fees. Anything else, Ms. Warren?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Do you understand all the terms of your community control?
Yes.
Any question about any of those terms?
No.
Now, at the time you get out of NeoCap and you meet with probation, you're going to come up with a plan by which you can realistically pay the restitution, like a monthly amount that you're going to have to come up with to pay. So I want you to provide that once you meet with your probation officer when you get out of NeoCap, so we can keep up on what you're doing with that. You understand that?
Yes. How long is NeoCap?
I don't know. Depends how you do.
Okay.
I mean, that shouldn't be your concern, though, right? Your concern should be getting the most you can out of NeoCap, so you don't end up with hanging around this, whatever this guy's name was, Sokolsky or whatever his name was, okay? And so you're keeping up with your mental health, keeping on top of that, and staying away from the drugs. That should be your concern. Because if I sent you home now to live with your mom and your kids, then sure as shit you'll end up right back here, okay? Because you got to address these problems. The other condition is you're going to get a valid driver's license. So your license is currently suspended, but when it gets unsuspended, you're to get a valid license. Now, if you don't follow the terms, the state will file a motion to terminate your community control. And if I find you violated, you're facing somewhere with the balance of around 46 or 47 months in prison. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Downing?
Just 2 things. So I will transfer the same language for the driver's license suspension to the new entry. Is that correct?
Well, it's already in effect,
Okay.
so I don't think you need to, but add getting a valid license, though.
Sure. The only other change from the original sentencing entry is I would just ask for a no contact or stay away order with all the victims or the businesses and the victims' families that are listed in the original entry.
No contact order with all the victims that are listed in that restitution order. Anything else, Mr. Matthews?
Just, Your Honor, if the bed at NeoCap becomes available prior to the 30 days, can she go immediately?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.
All rise.